Good morning, Dennis Feidner here. Video number 2 on bid management. Again, Vincent Pate from Sage is with us. Today we're going to look at a little bit more details than we looked at the first video. And if you missed the first one, I'd encourage you to watch the first one before you go too much further in this one. But today we're going to show you kind of how to set up a new contact or a new subcontractor, how to review who's bidding the job, and how to search for additional subcontractors if they're required. So Vincent, I'm going to turn it over to you since you are the expert on this.
Thank you, Dennis. Let's go into my Harvey Industrial Headquarters bid that I've previously shown on the last video. And coming in here, we're going to add some new bidders. So before we had some that were pre-programmed in this case, I'm going to come in and show you some of the different options that you can do when searching to add that proper bidder count to your group. In here we have an advanced search that allows you to put in all the different important information when you're running for. Do I want to find just subcontractors or suppliers or consultants? Is this a union job that will require union workers to come through? Are we doing certain certifications that we have to have on here as we go through? And even on bidder information, some important pieces of, are they part of healthcare or in technology or institutional? And we can mark down any of these on the companies to search for and then do searches to bid properly out. And as a very important one as well is if you put in the zip code of your state and zip code of your project, we can look for all the bidders that match the criteria you're looking for within a certain distance. Now for me, I'm starting with a more basic level. I want to see all of my people in California. So I'm going to bid out to California, and I want to look at all the public bidder list. And maybe I want to put some certifications on, maybe I don't, or certain CSI codes to search for. But if I just do a basic search here for California, I'll see all my California companies and contacts that I want to be able to add to a bid. And as I see those people that I want to add through, I'll check mark them off. Yep, these are the people I want to bring over and be able to send over and add to my bid. So quick, easy ways to find exactly who you want to be sending these off to. And once they come over, we'll have a whole division-centric screen to verify who you've added to this potential bid list. Coming in here, if I expand out, I can see all the different pieces that I'm looking at, to division codes, without division codes. And I can say, okay, well, who are we missing? Is there any area where we just don't have enough bidders? And I can kind of see here on Division 7, I've only got one joint sealer, and I've only got one skylight. It happens to be the same person. This would be a great opportunity for me to add more bidders to expand out the scope for this. Now, before I do so, I may just go ahead and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and email this guy and say, I'd like to send an email to you so that we can get that bid out and we can track back his response. So after sending the bid out to him again, the system will then refresh, and I can go verify down below all the status that's going on here in Division 7. And I'll see that he has not answered yet, but I have sent him the information. And if I go in, I can actually look at the details to see what his answer is. Will he bid? Will he not bid? Might he bid? In fact, he did put in some information. He just hasn't answered the questions yet for me. And going down below, I could also see that he's uploaded some site plans. But again, at this point, I need to have more contacts in that area to get a proper bid out there and fully saturate that market. So I will add bidders. Or I can go and create a contact. In this case, maybe if I wanted to create Dennis Feidner as someone who wants to come out and take a look, I can access his company, tell it here's Potter CFO on the go, put all his contact information here, first name, last name, and what role is he? And your roles are very important in this, that we can then say, as somebody who's going to be a subcontractor, or if they're going to be a consultant, this role will then move with them through the life of this project so that you always have the appropriate permissions as he does the work. And creating that role and that user for him would then give him a login so he can then bid on this project, and we can flesh out properly all those divisions. If I need to send any addendums after the fact, we have the ability to create messages that we can then send off as a scope change, or as a to everyone who has not answered yet, please respond back, or those who have not bidded yet, please respond back, or even everyone who I've sent to already, here is a addendum item that I want to send to you, and I can set a subject in a rich text formatted email and with files to the appropriate people to see. And we can easily manage all this information so that we know that those who are bidding have all the appropriate information, they have all the latest plans and specs, and we are fully saturating the market in the area that we need to, and touching on all the appropriate certifications that are required or union traits. Dennis?
Yep, and that's perfect. I mean, and that's exactly where I think people are wrestling today, is that just like how simple you just did something may be a problem with somebody having to send out 80 or 100 separate emails, where you can just say, hey, I'm only interested in the people that are bidding. So it's definitely going to make people more efficient and to make sure that the right information is in the right hands to get the proper bids. So again, this is video 2 of a series that we're doing on bid management, a great product that's offered by Sage. If you're looking for more information, you can contact us at CFO on the Go. Our website is real simple, cfootg.net. Lots of white papers out there for you to take a look at. There'll be a couple more videos coming down the pike, so stay tuned. But there's 2 out there right now. This is the second. I appreciate your time watching this. Vincent, I really appreciate your time spending the time with us today to get this thing recorded.
Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you. All right, let me stop recording.